What is the crack, ladies and gentlemen? It's Gibboeire here with another episode of Minecraft Solo Hardcore Survival. How y'all doing? Okay, the last time I left you guys, we had finished creating this device courtesy of Nim's Toots, the automatic fishing farm, and we had took it for a test ride, and we had been very fortuitous in getting some pretty nice items. I don't know if these are new since the last time I left you guys, because again, been sick and all that crack, so there may be some new stuff sitting here that may not have been there previously, or there may not be. We've a bit of cooked fish. I think that bow might be new. Yeah, I think that book is new as well. Smite 4 and Breaking 3 is nice. Smite 4, not so much. We can whack it on a sword later. Wait, whoa. Thought I saw like a new stat or something there. Hang on. I key. Maybe. I. Inventory. Can you? Really? No. E. Why was I hitting I? What game am I? I'm thinking of fucking 1 point. Oh, it's attack speed. I'm thinking of 7 Days to Die. That's what I'm thinking of. Which is actually, I saw the latest update that's going to be coming out, like a kind of snapshot of it, like in the same fashion the way Minecraft released snapshots of this, and it looks like it's going to be good. It's going to have like human kind of raider guys or some shit like that. I don't know if this is working. It might have something to do with the fact of the limited amount of space that's currently available down there. That might be a limiting factor. I fixed my mouse as well. I took it apart, got a pliers, squeezed the scroll wheel together, and it scrolls again. It just comes loose, gets a little bit of lint caught in it over time, and you just kind of have to do a little bit of a nixer on it. And it looks like you can't actually, it looks like there's no screw to take the mouse apart, but they're actually very carefully hidden underneath a sticker at the base of the mouse. So it takes a bit of research and a bit of messing in order to find it, and a bit of fiddling in order to put it back together. To be honest, I would not recommend that anyone do it. And if your mouse does start acting the bollocks like that, it is an expensive one, your best bet would be to submit it for a repair with somebody qualified to do it, or I'd say just get a new one, to be honest. Otherwise, you're risking just breaking it entirely. But that being said, I personally found the inability to scroll, I found that to be breaking in its own right. So if I can't scroll with my mouse, what's the fucking point? Would be my logic. Why do I have so much iron? Oh, because I was making the iron door for that so we can AFK. We have chickens now. Glorious chickens. Let's see if we can't get another one. Wouldn't that be amazing? But I didn't think so. A couple of you guys are wondering whether or not I'm going to eat this fella. I don't know. He's finally produced, but he looks tasty, dude. Like, could you imagine him in a bucket of chicken with some dip? I could. We'll see. We'll see, buddy. We'll see. Okay. Plan for today. One of you guys had a fucking deadly idea about how I could actually improve the current layout of what we have here at the moment. And not only improve the layout and the shape of it, because of the fact it's just a big blank box, but actually add a bit more space onto it. And what you were suggesting was build a terrace. Aye? So like a kind of, like a structure that could come out off it, and possibly over here to the front, and maybe even one off the side. I could see that being a thing. So rather than building separate buildings, we could actually just add more rooms onto this already prefabricated box. The light is about to go now in a couple of seconds, and we can see whether or not our island is adequately lit. I think there may actually be inadequacies over in this little area here, and even here, just as I'm looking. So we'll quickly just chuck down one more there, and then we'll see where all the mobs spawn. And remember, any spots that aren't lit up properly now, because of the fact there's so few spawning areas available, they are likely to spawn a lot of mobs in proximity to each other, so it could be risky. We need to be paying attention now for the next couple of minutes. Anyway, I like this idea for a terrace. I think the best way to approach it would be to, you see this? Doesn't look nice. You see, like, the fact that it's just oak and nothing to break it up. I don't want to build this direction because I want to build a separate structure around the nether portal itself. And that's going to comprise mainly of stone, which I don't know if I have a whole lot of. I actually do have a fair bit of cobble now. Let's just see where exactly we should go with this. we do still need to go into that nether fortress and have a gander in and around the place and see if we can't finally get ourselves a bit of obsidian. That's also another thing on the cards. We also need to set up a couple of trees so that way we can secure ourselves a bit more wood. We might do a bit of rudimentary kind of inventory stuff now today. So kind of get back on top of our wood stockpile, our stone stockpile. Maybe even make a cobblestone spawner of some sort. There's a couple of wee little projects like that that might be ideas to actually get on top of. And we have the lava to do it, sure. In which case I won't need those. A bit of lapis and everything. Jesus, we're not doing too bad on the whole resources end of things. Okay, let's have a quick gander. I think those zombies and all that may not have been spawning in the hole because of the fact that I was so close. I think there's like a minimum proximity thing, whereby they'll only spawn within X amount of distance of a player. Or they won't spawn within X distance of a player. No, I'm not too certain what we've done wrong here now. It may just be that this is too narrow of a space and that it needs to be wider. But I can't think of any reason as to why that wouldn't work at the moment. Unless they're all like spawning underground and there's no mobs being generated there. I don't know. There could be several reasons. How are we looking? Have you grown up yet? Can I feed you seeds? No, fuck. Right. Let's stop procrastinating. Let's actually try and get some shit done today. Okay, let's plant some seeds. Or trees, rather, not seeds. And get those on the go. 7 should do it. We only need a little bit. I'll plant them all up here, sure fucking why not. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah? No, I didn't think so. Boom. Boom. Okay, right. Hopefully they'll grow up fairly promptly now when we get another source of wood. So that way we can continue construction on our home. And what we will do now in the meantime is we will make our way down into this cave. I thought that was going to continue running there for a second. That it didn't. That made me sad. Eat a fish. We are going to continue mining resources in order to be able to work on our nether portal temple thing. This is a thing that I've constructed before on a realm when I was, whatchamacallit, playing on it before with my sister and that. We haven't done it on our latest one though. Hang on. There we go this way. Fuck it. So basically all we need at the moment is cobble. Or diamonds. One or the other. It'd be nice too. We'll extend this out a wee bit. Just a wee bit. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to run back. Is that coal? Savage. Light this bitch up. Never say no to a bit of coal. I suppose we'll mine this little deposit out as well. I'm getting distracted already. We shouldn't. We need to focus. Right, once I mine this out, we're going to go back. We are fairly under the sea, I think. If I'm hearing that sound. Hopefully we don't get mining fatigue. Jesus, that'd fuck my day up. I don't have a cow. Like, if you're wondering why that's so important, I wouldn't be able to make milk in a bucket to be able to get rid of any kind of adverse effects that the old guardians might apply to me, which would suck. Again, I'm surprised we're still going this long. Personally speaking, I thought I probably would have fucked it up at some stage here now, and bit the dust. But we seem to be doing all right. If you're not watching any of my other series and you're wondering why the uploads have been so inconsistent, again, to stress, it's because I've been sick. I have a new plan now. I've timetabled it all out. I'm going to do WoW content every second day, and then on the days in between, I'm going to do the likes of this type of content and Final Fantasy and all that stuff. So that way I can be a bit more consistent in terms of when I upload stuff, in terms of timing and all that. So you guys can actually get a bit of a better idea of when to actually expect things. And YouTube will like it a whole lot more, because YouTube likes regularity in your uploads. It's very pedantic about it. Now, let's head this way. Head back down yonder. And again, we're just doing a wee little bit of strip mining, because I just want to get some cobble together. We'll go out X distance. That ought to be far enough, I'd say. Well, fuck it up. Where are we? We've been here before. I'm the only player on this server, so. Intriguing. Light this bitch up. Quickly make a couple of torches using the few sticks that we have. Fantastic. Now that we're here, suppose let's start stripping away the old foundations. Light it up. I know this ain't necessarily entertaining to watch. I may speed this up. I'm not really 100% certain. I think I will. Yeah. You guys just chill for a second and I'll just bash my way through this. Back in a moment. Okay, so you probably heard me right there at the end of the recording turn around and go, oh, we might get lucky and get diamonds, but there you go. Bob's your uncle. Fanny is more than likely your aunt. Let's say how many we got. That's not what we're looking for, but we're not looking for them either, so I can't really complain about that at all. Goes to show you, you persevere. We needed cobblestone. It would have been far easier to just... Wait, let's not just go straight down. We needed cobblestone. I think this is going to be the full block of 8. Is it? Oh, it looks like it. Looks like it. Full block of 8. Nice. Fucking nice. That's as good as it gets. We should probably get to work on a cobblestone generator at some point here in the next couple of minutes. But, since as we don't necessarily not need diamonds at the moment, it made more sense to come down to do a bit of strip mining. Okay, so that's as many as we could potentially get. I'm not going to mine them yet. I'd rather try and get fortune on a pick and maximize the potential output from those. So that makes me aware of the fact now that I need to get an enchanting table. Yeah. So what we'll do is, I keep hearing footsteps around the place, by the way. Yeah, they're up here in front of me here or above me. I'm definitely hearing footsteps, so let's just get the fuck out of here while the going's good. Yeah, we want to try and get fortune on a pick before we look into exploiting that. Which may mean a bit more AFK farming on the fishing machine device thing. Could be a plan. Could be a plan. If we get fortune on a book that way, that'd be fucking savage. If not, meh, what can you do? What can you do? Right, so now that we have a bit of cobblestone, the plan is we are going to cook that that looks really cool. We're going to cook this shit up. And has some of this stuff grown? It has. And hooray, it's raining. We're going to cook some of this stuff up and turn it into smooth stone. So that way we can turn it into, like, the chiseled stuff. So I can make my wee little temple. I have a kind of idea of how it looks already in my head. Like, I've built them before, so there we go. Here's one I made earlier. Lovely stuff. We'll let all this stuff degrade here now. Might get a couple of apples, who knows. We have a bit of redstone and shit like that. Hooray! They've expanded? That's not the word I'm thinking of. They've grown up. Expanded! That too. I like my chickens nice and rotund. We don't know which one is our guy, by the way. The original. But now we can start mass producing them. I may try and save one of them in order to hang on to him. Actually, you know what? We can do that now. Okay. Hang on, we'll identify one of them as the original. This guy's looking at us, so I reckon it's him. I need an anvil to name tag it up, don't I? Yeah. Alright, we might have to hang on to that kind of idea for a second. One moment. One moment. Por favor. Where do I stick my redstone? It goes upstairs, does it not? It does. Let's quickly make our way up here now. Not there, but in here. Boom, boom, boom. We have lashes. I'll turn all of that into redstone blocks as we go along, but I'm going to end up with an abundant supply of it anyway. It's somewhat unavoidable when it comes to this old redstone bollocks. Jeez, look at the fucking amount of grub that we have on the go here. Like, I need to cook this shit, so let's whack that in there. And what we will do now in the meantime, I thought shift clicking that stuff would move it around a bit, but it doesn't appear to have. We are going to try and get this a little neater. Jesus, how many leads do I have? Why do I have 9? That's not a 9, that's a 2. Why did I think that was a 9? I'm fucking blind. Right, let's get a wee bit of a stockpile of cooked goods going here. Just so that we have something to fall back on. We'll leave the demon days where they are for the time being. And we will start cooking up this iron as well. And very quickly, some of this needs to be in iron blocks, doesn't it? Yeah, 2, 3. And is it this? No. This, maybe? Hey. This seems strange. You've got like the thin iron bars at the bottom supporting 3 iron blocks on the top. In my mind, structurally, that doesn't make sense. Okay, so let's plonk down our anvil here in the middle to divide up our 2 sets of chests. I love that sound. I love that sound. Let's quickly put a name tag in here. Let's come up with a name for our chicken. The Colonel. Colonel? That's how you spell Colonel, isn't it? I'm gonna have to quickly, very quickly, check that out. Yeah, one moment. I think it is Colonel. Like, it looks like Colonel. But that actually is Colonel. You took my keys? Why'd you take my keys? Fortuitously, I don't plan on leaving the house today, so... Colonel. I think there's an E at the end of it. Yeah, that doesn't look right. That looks like Colonel. Hang on. We'll have a quick old Google. Ah, yeah. The Colonel. Boom. And if you're wondering who that's dedicated to, go look down the road and find yourself a place that does fried chicken. He's looking at me. The Colonel. How are you, sir? You will live. I wouldn't be so sure. You'll get the prize treatment. Anyway, fantastic. We now have an adequate source of chicken on the way. They won't stay in there forever. What I do plan on doing eventually is... Oh, yay. What I do plan on eventually doing is creating the automatic chicken farm again. That, what's-his-face built. Oh, is it Mumbo? I think I've seen... or I got the original idea from was Mumbo. And I saw him when he was playing on the Hermitcraft server. I think he made one on that. And then I kind of said to myself, that's a fucking savage idea. So, yoink. Now, let's see. I think we could get a start on this terrace that we were talking about. I'm just trying to look. Where would be the best place to come out from here now? How doth one build thine terrace? You know? Did you like that little bit of ye olden English? Holy shit. We're gonna knock this window out. Rough that it's gonna break all the glass, but we got more. I can get more as well. I'm not too concerned about it. Or we might have this like a kind of like a French window type thing, like it kind of leads out. Like, could that be a thing? Oh, now there's an idea. Oh, I like that. Look, you see, you got a bit of a window that kind of looks out onto the terrace. Do you know what I mean? Is that a thing that we could do? Is that a plan? Is this fucking design? Am I a fucking genius? Gok Wong, you look the fuck out, guy. I'm right behind you, bro. I know he doesn't do, like, building design or any of that type of shit, but... fuck it, man. Why not? I couldn't think of any other, like, designers. There we go. Ah! Shit. As he falls to his untimely demise. Quickly. Bring this out. Maybe... I don't want to go too far, really. Boom. Yeah, we give this a lash. Let's see how this looks. We maybe do a bit of terraforming at some stage in the near future. It may look like shit now, but when we put a bit of fence posting on it and stuff like that, I reckon this will be a fucking sick idea. Doop-a-dee-dee. Shit. We'll get that one down in a second. I'm in the zone right now. I don't want to break concentration. It's very, very important as a fashion designer here that my concentration is not interrupted when I am designing. I realize now that this block and the block down here won't be in line with each other. You'll see what I mean now in about 2 seconds. See this one down here? Yeah. Huh. I'm in the water? What the fuck? Did I give you permission for me to be in the water? No, I do not believe so. Huh. Nailed it. Such wow. Much majesty. So amazed. It'll look good once there's a bit of a fucking thing on it. Shut up everyone that's questioning me right now. This is going to look good. This is a good idea. This is a good idea. Now, what we would really want there now, on which unfortunately we don't have access at the moment, would be a bit of spruce that we could stick in the water, and then the spruce would make it look like the log is actually wet. Or even a bit of dark oak. And we grab all this wood as well. We need a supply of wood on the go here anyway, so we want to try and keep turning over as many of these as possible in the next little foreseeable future while thing. Shut up. You make my heart sing. You mean everything? Hendrix? Yeah. Boom, boom. Doo doo, doo doo. No copyright strike. Doo doo. Oh man. That shit makes me so fucking paranoid. Jeez, it's so fucking stressful having to juggle all the like copyright shit and all that kind of crack. And like some games and stuff like that have soundtracks in them. Some of the soundtracks are like they are copyrighted, but in such a way that like fucking if you use it in a monetized fashion, then it's a copyright strike. If you get me, like there's so many like kind of fucking little nuances and things that you need to read up on before you make a video, before you use any kind of content. Like if you want to use a game when you're about to do that on YouTube, like technically speaking, you're supposed to actually research whether or not like you're gonna get fucking sued for once of all, or get a copyright strike put against you for using it, and whether or not the soundtrack for that game is gonna get you a copyright strike and all that shit. It's actually kind of stressful, to a degree, to a point. I need to look at the spawn rules for Zeds. I reckon the issue here now at the moment is that it's not grass. Because no, they can spawn on stone blocks. That's not an issue. He is spazzing out there. What the fuck? Colors? And now he's gone. Well, there's your problem. What the fuck? Here we are. Neat. All our stone is still cooking up in there now at the moment. We'll get a bit of a oak planks here now. Lord knows we need a few more. What? My favorite building material. I fucking hate oak planks. But it'll do for now. We may go on an adventure, actually, after this to get some spruce. In the daytime, of course. Let's not be crazy now, guys. Let's not be crazy. No need. That's exactly what we needed. More oak, Gibbo. More oak. If in doubt, more oak. Don't be such a bitch. Here we are. Grab these iron blocks and then chuck them back into the repository of iron. top off the old coal supply. That's not looking too shabby. I have seeds on me here that I shouldn't have on me. We need a roof as well. I keep forgetting about that. Maybe I should have made this out of cobble. Yeah, because now we've just got a ton of fucking... I have an idea. Okay. Okay. Bear with me, guys. We're gonna do a bit of science here now. Okay, I'm gonna put all this on to cook as well. Now, right? Brick. Looks great. Looks fucking fabulous. Doesn't it? It does. Now, right? Right? We'll cook this up as well. Why? Because we're feeling fucking crazy. Let's get this into brick as well. Let's anvil the brick. No, there we go. Swiftly now. Now let's get some stone brick slabs. And with these we can do chiseled stone brick. We can do all sorts of shit. Look at that. So let's very quickly grab a couple of these. Now, I forget how to make the cracked brick. Do I have to cook this again? I think I have to cook it again. And that gives me the cracked one. I think it does. I think that's exactly what I need to be doing. I think maybe we've got too much smooth being made at the moment. Potentially. There we go. Yeah, that's exactly how we do it. We'll just do a little bit. Fuck it, we'll do a full stack. Let's get the variety on the go, sure. Why not? Why not? And what we'll do... Wait, I need to be inside here now. Look, I'm getting confused now. Right, we're doing a bit of design here. We're getting fucking crazy. Right. Right now. Kind of do away with the issue that we're having here at the moment. Let's add a bit of texture, a bit of color into the issue. I am liking this. I'm liking where this is going. Hey, Zisto. I'm liking where this is going. Right, so on each of the pillars, yeah? Rather than fucking have it just as a bit of wood going up there, you know? Have a post where the fucking fence can go in, you know what I mean? Bit of a post. Do you know what I'm saying? A bit of a post. And that way we can add in a bit of old colour. Do you know what I mean? Then we'll get a bit of cobble and we'll whack this in here. Actually, I think that's a far better idea, isn't it? Yeah, let's chop all this shit out. No. We've got too much oak. Too much oak. Too much oak. It probably would be unhealthy to leave, like, unconditioned kind of, like, oak planks just out in the round like that. Although I would assume that we would varnish these and all that sort of shit before we would leave it. Yeah, no. This is a much better idea. It'll break up that kind of brown fucking mass on the front of the building that we have on the moment. Hey, bro. We could kill him to get some gold. Just saying. Just saying. That is a thing that could be done if I was so inclined. I can get rid of that one, can't I? F3. Let's check our light source. No. No, we gotta light this bitch up. We gotta come up with a way of lighting this motherfucker up. That makes it look cool. We may do something tricky with carpet and like a lantern in here. It could be an idea. And break up the whole color scheme of it all. Ow. Oops. Oh, get up here, you bitch. There we go. Okay, let's quickly grab all of these blocks. And now my plan is to... Oh yeah, that looks fucking sick, dude. Right. We'll lash a load of this in here. Cook up a load of cobble and shit like that. I'm going to come back with you guys in a moment when I have a load of these resources pre-prepared, and then we're going to start doing a bit of building on a nether temple. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so I got a bit carried away. As you can see, we've done a bit of drastic redecorating here. I'm not entirely happy with the front of this. I've also put little spindly poles in here as well. I think they might look better if they were cobble. I think the wooden post idea just ain't really... Or even if they were metal, like iron. But then they'd only be a really thin, narrow bar going up. We'll leave that how it is for the time being until we get a gander at our new front of our base. So right, we're bringing this out 1 block so I can include a window of some sort in it, most likely. And now this has knocked the proportions of this out as well, so we're gonna have to knock another one of these bad boys out. And then we can put some oak logs in here on the side. And we've just basically expanded to accommodate 1 more block. So that way I could put a window in here if I so choose. If I so chose. Now, let's quickly... So it may have somewhat interrupted the symmetry of what we were doing, but... you see, I didn't want that to happen, but... That's not exactly the worst one in the world. Like, you hardly see that. We may move these Ferni to a different location. Maybe the best course of action in that regard. We can also provide lighting in that corner now as well, which is kind of neat. Right. That doesn't look so bad. Okay, no, I'm happy enough with that. It'll look better now once there's actually stuff built here. Bear with me. Bear with me. This is science in its finest form occurring here. Not too sure about that just yet. We'll look into that in the future. Quickly dig out all this stuff and replace it with some cobble. That was a mistake. Oh, no, 3. There we go. Get rid of this. And now the plan with this is that we could actually place a window of sorts on it if we so wished. Yeah. Let's have a gander. Let's put oak blocks here. Let's actually, like, just carve out an L door there. Right? And our door can go on that. And always place from this side so that way you get that little bit of a lip just here. Because I like that. If it didn't have that, that'd annoy me. This fucking guy. And then what we can do is we can actually cobblestone that part there, which is now broken up the color of it somewhat. So it's not just oak, if you catch my drift. And I can just put a window in here now, dude. Oh yeah, that's much better. That is a whole lot better. And then we can put oak in here. And this actually won't look bad now because it's actually been broken up. Like, it looks like there's... Hey! Nicely done. We can also now put a bit of lighting in here in the back. Let's keep the symmetry of that going. Nice. Much better. Much, much better. Much, much, much better. And let's even do a bit of work on this. Like, why even stop there? Let's go crazy here with a bit of block right there, just to kind of like, look at that. Look, we actually, oh, that'd look good going around the whole fucking thing, dude. Let's just have a quick gander, like a sample. See what this would look like. This is all kind of airy-fairy, kind of, you don't necessarily need to do this to be... This ain't necessary for me to do, like in this episode, but I feel like doing it, so I'm gonna. Whoa! Don't break the glass. We're down to our last 4 panes here at the moment. Yeah, no, I'm gonna replace all of this with the stone brick, because I think it looks fucking savage. Yeah, that looks so much better. It breaks up the cobblestone now as well, so it's not all the same color, not all the same texture. It'll look nice. I'm happy with that. That's good. We've done a good bit of work there now on the old base now today. We've just some minor modifications in terms of what blocks we're using, just to ever so slightly improve our quality of life here now. I'm delighted with that now. Savage. Now, and we have loads of fucking stone cooking up here now at the moment. Just gonna keep all of that topped off, because we're gonna need a substantial amount of it. We'll create a cobblestone generator now momentarily, and then we will more than likely wrap this episode up. Let's grab all of this stuff so it doesn't go to waste. And let's have a look at the damage now. Ah, yeah, that's... Look, it's just gotten rid of that big brown fucking smudge that we had on it. It's got a bit of fucking life on it now. It's still... no. No. No, no, no. No, no, not happy with that. Not happy with that at all. Is it the same on this side? Oh, it is, it is, it is. Yeah, right, that won't do. That will not do at all. Can't be having that now. Let me just humor me now. Fuck you. Got any dirt? Yeah, here. Use this quickly. Scaffolding! Go! Right, now let's have a gander. Ideally, we should have actually made this an extra block higher. I think we've kind of fucked ourselves in that regard. Our ceiling is a block too small. Yeah, we should have made everything a block higher. So having brought the window down is now making it awkward for us to finish this out. We're not going to really have that wood lining, but you know what we might do? We might just chop all this out. And again, further break up that wood issue that we're having. I have an issue with wood. Get it? Joke. Shut up. And let's just quickly step back. See, now the cobble at the top is out of place. But I like that. I like the stone brick, so we're gonna go with it anyway. So we're gonna need a substantial amount of this now. Well, fuck. That's unfortunate. Well, it's fortunate that we spotted it, so we can fix it. But it is unfortunate that we're gonna need so many. That's gonna take a while. We only have 2 furnaces going. We might want to increase that amount dramatically now in the next couple of seconds to try and make this a bit more efficient. And you see, that doesn't look so bad now. But you see, the oak here kind of doesn't look right now, does it? I'm not going to worry about that one too much because we're probably going to be bringing another terrace out on this side. So, you know, for the time being, we can live with that. But we need to get rid of one more around here. That's it. Just one more layer. And it's just going to break up the color again on the base so it doesn't look terrible. Because that has been pissing me off for a while now. And look, perfect amount. It was meant to be. The fucking Minecraft gods have spoken. We have loads of wood over there now. It's all coming up Millhouse here. Let's go in and quickly grab all these oak logs. That way none of it goes to waste. How are we looking? We got 52 here. And we've got, fuck you, 58 here. Savage. Turn a full stack of this now into stone brick. Turn this also into another full stack of stone brick. I think I just remembered how to make the other brick. Oh, no, there is no other brick. I think that's it. It's just those. Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, that's it. You can make cracked slabs and stuff like that as well, but we won't worry about that now for the time being. Okay. I think this episode has gone on for a while here now, so it might be an idea just to wrap this up. You can see how this intersection here just looks off. The color just doesn't look right. Yeah, this post should probably be wrought out one more. Though to be fair, I think it'll actually probably add to it more later on when we build our next wee little terrace. I don't know exactly what I'm going to put out here yet. I was having an old think about it, and hey, this is going to be ever so slightly more difficult to navigate now because of the absence of objects in this space here. Now, this void. I don't think there's really much we can do about that for safety. We just need to not be derpy and not fall off, and we'll be fine. Which is easier said than done in my case. Now, we don't need to worry about using the bed now either because of the fact that we've, whatchamacallit, lit up the entire island, so it's pretty much safe. Yeah, no, I'm happy with that now. We got a bit of shit done there now today. Okay, I think I'm going to wrap this episode up because I'm kind of hitting a bit of a wall here, and I think I need to think about it for a minute or two in order to come up with an idea of what I want to do now here in the next couple of minutes. And I think this episode has probably gone on for a while here now anyway, so in terms of what we managed to achieve today, we've managed to discover a load of more diamonds. We've grown a few trees and actually extended our bit of wood. We have name tagged our chicken, our first one. We're going to assume that's the first one because it looked at me funny. Harvested all of our crops, harvested a bit of cobblestone and stuff like that, and we've sorted out the issue with the front of the building. We've broken up that big wall of oak, and we've added a bit of colour onto the building. We've added this terrace on, which may change ever so slightly in the near future. I may even extend that out a little bit further than it already is. And we're probably going to add another one onto this side. The plan now for the next episode is we are going to build a building around this nether portal just to secure it a bit more. Also make it look really fucking badass and cool. And hopefully go into the nether now in the next episode and secure a bit of obsidian without having to make a diamond pick. Hopefully, so we can make an enchanting table, mine those diamonds, and get the ball rolling. I think that's what we're going to do. But anyway, we'll wrap this one up here. This has been Gibboeire, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed watching this video, please leave a like down below and possibly consider subscribing to the channel. If you have any other comments, questions, concerns about anything that happened in this video, leave it down below in the comment section. I will get back to you as soon as I can. Take care, Andy. Bye-bye!